Female anatomy involves internal and external body parts. The external parts are collectively called the vulva. The vulva includes the labia, clitoris, urethra, and opening to the vagina. Although the vagina opens to the outside of the body, it is part of the internal anatomy. The vagina is a canal that extends from its opening up to the uterus. It is connected to the uterus by a structure called the cervix, which is like the neck of the uterus. The uterus is an organ about the size of a pear. The cervix makes up the lower part of the uterus. The upper part of the uterus, called the body, has a cavity in the center. The inner lining of this cavity is called the endometrium. On either side of the uterus lies an ovary. Each ovary contains thousands of immature egg cells. Throughout the month, changes occur in the uterus and ovaries in response to hormones. Hormones are the chemical messengers of the body. Hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, FSH, and LH allow for communication between the brain, the ovaries, and the uterus. In the uterus, estrogen helps the endometrium to grow into a thick lining, just as water helps grass to grow on a lawn. At the same time, in the ovary, estrogen helps one egg cell grow into a mature egg cell. Once the egg is ready, the hormone LH triggers the egg to be released from the ovary into the nearby fallopian tube. This is called ovulation. The egg then travels in the fallopian tube towards the uterus. In the uterus, the thick endometrium is ready to support a pregnancy if the egg is fertilized by a sperm cell. If pregnancy does not occur, progesterone signals cause the endometrium to change, like when a lawnmower cuts the grass down. And just like when you empty the clippings from the lawnmower, the uterus sheds the endometrium. The shed endometrium passes through the cervix and out the vagina. This is the period. After the endometrium is shed, hormones direct the uterus to regrow a new endometrium, and a new egg cell starts to mature in the ovary. The cycle continues. A typical menstrual cycle is 21 to 35 days in length, measured from the start of one period to the start of the next. However, in the first 1 to 2 years after getting their first period, teens may have longer menstrual cycles, 21 to 45 days. Typical periods last for 2 to 7 days. Some days may have only light bleeding, called spotting, and other days may be heavier. See a doctor if more than 90 days pass without a period, or if there is bleeding between cycles. Now you know your parts and how they work.